Okay. Okay. It happened again. Okay, before we get started, um, I just want to address something. Okay, the audio is really being weird too. But let me just do some adjustments. Okay. So, I've been having this problem with Twitch, and I'm not exactly sure what the deal is. Basically, whenever I start a stream, the game that I'm playing, or like the game that I say that I'm playing, it switches to Terraria like every time, no matter like if I change it beforehand or whatever. And last time, I went into the stream settings at the beginning of the stream and I changed it. And then when the video published, it went back to Terraria. Like when it was on my Twitch page, it went back to Terraria. And I don't really understand why. However, it says Minecraft on Twitch right now. And if it says Terraria after the fact, I am going to scream. Please help me. But anyways, the Minecraft title does not deceive you. Um, we're definitely doing Minecraft stuff today. Hold on, I'm just gonna grab it. It's pretty big. I have to like wheel my chair away just to grab it. Yeet. Ah. Just gonna roll back on in here. There is the blade. And there is the crossguard slash pommel. If you couldn't notice, it big. It is, I think around 3 feet is the math that I did. It's like around 3 feet long. And I tried to make it as close to scale as possible, like scale with the Minecraft world. And I know that's easier said than done, but whatever, you know? So, now, this stream is probably going to be a lot of one color, but that's okay. So that paint that I used for the crystal on Keening last episode or last stream, I think is actually a perfect color for the blade of the diamond sword. I'm going to make this a diamond sword, by the way. But this sword could theoretically be repainted into any of the different colors that you wanted it to be. You can make it stone, you can make it wood, you can make it gold, you could make it netherite or iron or whatever. But I'm going to go diamond because I feel like that's the most iconic one. And I have the colors already here. But yeah, so that same paint I used on Keening for the crystal, Martha Stewart brand pearl, I think it's a perfect color. And my plan is I'm actually going to do the whole blade. And then I'm actually going to do the pommel and the crossguard as well. But after that, I'm going to add a darkening layer of paint to the pommel and the crossguard to give it that sort of look like, oh, it's a darker version of the material. You know what I mean? If you know what the Minecraft sword looks like in Minecraft, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's jump right into this beautiful paint. Oh, wait, I'm going to shake it first, actually. Do. Okay. Doop. I need to get more of this paint because it has already been used in 2 of my projects, and I could think of another one where it would actually do good as well. So I definitely need more of this paint. But here we go. Oh, pretty. Yeah, so this is the first layer. I'm not being too careful, and I don't care if I get it on the crossguard because that's all going to be this color as well. At least the first layers. On the subsequent layers, I am going to have to be more careful, but that won't be on camera. Also, yes, this is a Minecraft sword. I'm really excited about this. This took 5 days to print, so it's finally here. I'm just having a real good time with it. It was really fun to model. I modeled this diamond sword myself, so I'm actually really happy with how the model turned out. And now I'm just trying to, make it good in the painting sense as well. So yeah, I have a really wide brush because I have to cover a very large area, a really large flat area like this. This blade, it's very wide. I don't know, like when I was making this to relative scale and I made the crossguard, I'm like, dang, that is very like big in every way. I'm gonna have to make the blade like really wide, and so I did. Just gonna move this better into frame. Yeah, this has been a long project coming. I don't know. I feel like I've had this in the back of my mind for at least a month. Like, man, I need to make a Minecraft sword. I feel like that would be super fun. And now here we are, Minecraft sword. And right now, I'm just going to stick to only the diamond sword. I could, just print like I could print this sword like 5 or 6 times, and like get all the different types of swords because they would all look the same. I would just paint them different. The problem is this sword is pretty expensive to print. The crossguard especially is very expensive. A Minecraft sword, indeed, indeed. Yeah, this sword is expensive to print though. I can't remember a sword that it was comparable to. Like, it's not as long as most swords, but it's just wider than most swords. So I need to take all this into account when I list the price on Etsy, which will be happening relatively quickly once I'm done painting this. He is a thick boy. I agree. I mean, if you look, the blade is actually not too thick, but it's wide. It's not thick, but it's wide. I'm really liking this Martha Stewart brand paint. I don't know, it turned out to be the perfect choice, I think. Which is a little bit surprising because I've only used one other Martha Stewart paint, and it was for Meowmere. And I remember it not covering that well. Not nearly as bad as Aquaflash. Man, this is like the 3rd stream I've dissed Aquaflash in a row. I actually considered like using Aquaflash on this sword because it's actually like, the right color. But I could not go through the pain of using Aquaflash again. Aquaflash hate page. You found it. I am the hate page. I will never stop dissing Aquaflash. Just the least potent paint you could ever purchase. It took like 6 coats in order for it to be kinda solid. Like it probably would have taken 10 in order to make it completely solid. And at that point, there's so much gloop and junk. Like, what's the point? All right, I really need to stop dissing on Aquaflash. I have a better alternative. Its name is Martha Stewart. Almost done with this portion of the blade. I'm not going to do the other side because I'm actually going to give this paint an hour to dry. And of course, that'll be off camera, so you won't have to watch that. Okay, just write a little bit more. Bam. Diamond sword. So this is the first coat. First coat. So as you can see, like you can still see the brush strokes. That will be covered up in the third layer. But it already looks pretty decent, pretty shiny. My reset code for Twitch had 69 in it. Nice. Oh, got him. Ooh. Ooh, got him. Man, I tried to do the OK symbol and I got him instead. Okay, moving on to the cross guard. Just gonna move this. So I'm actually going to cover this whole cross guard in paint. And like I said, I'll do darkening layers. So this outer group of pixels here, they're going to be very dark. And then this group of pixels that's been risen, they're going to be not as dark. But they'll all be darker than the blade. And the same thing will go for the pommel once I get there. But I am going to, do the pommel with this same cyan color and then do darkening layers on the pommel. The handle is more fun. So when we get to the handle, that'll be the only other color I use today. It's a wooden handle, so I get to do wood texturing. Wood texturing is always fun. I really didn't know how to do wood texturing actually until I made Corvo's folding blade. In that one, the handle is made out of wood, and it's meant to look like a stained wood or whatever. And I figured it out. Bruh, I can't wait to buy a sword from you. Oh, that's so nice. I am like very excited for you to buy a sword from me. Because, I love making swords. And I also love money. You know how it be. I'm running a business. Once I'm not poor, you better watch out. Ooh. All right. I'll keep an eye out. I don't I don't know when I'll have to keep an eye out for, but my eye will be out of the socket searching for a customer. I'm just looking at Twitch right now, and I can still see that it says Minecraft on it. So, does that mean I'm in the clear? The real test will be if like the stream ends and the video gets put on my Twitch page and you see Terraria, you'll know that something has gone wrong. Like it's not supposed to be Terraria. And I've tried everything and maybe I'm missing something, but it always just defaults back to Terraria. It's so strange. And that was obviously my first stream. I painted Meowmere. Oh. So yeah, I mean, it's a reason. You can go back into it and edit it once it's a VOD. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like I go back into it and I change it, and that's what I've been doing for my previous streams. But the thing is, I'm kind of sick of it. And also, like, if you're just a rando on Twitch and you see this guy playing Terraria and it says that he's painting a sword in the description, you think, man, maybe he's painting a Terraria sword, and then nope, I'm painting like um I don't know, like a Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. Like what's this guy doing? This isn't Terraria. Oh man, okay. Imagine someone is looking for a Terraria stream. They see that I'm like painting a sword from Terraria in the description of my stream, and then it's a Minecraft sword. Like, oof. Like, I mean, it's close, but not close enough. Ooh, I'm getting a spam call. My favorite. I'm going to ignore it. That's like the 5th time this person has called me today. That's fair. Yeah, it is. It is fair. Thank you. I feel like reassured. I just want people to be able to find my stuff. And I suppose it will just be on my channel for a few weeks, and it'll be on my YouTube channel, and I always post VODs to my YouTube channel, so people can find it there, and it'll be labeled as Minecraft or whatever I'm doing at the time. So if there really isn't a fix for it, then that's okay. It's not the end of the world, but I don't understand why it defaults to Terraria. Like, how did I change it to Terraria in the first place? I mean, I know how I did. I know how I changed it to Terraria, but how come it always defaults to Terraria now? Like, what setting did I do? What setting made it like that? Very strange. This is a very pretty color. And it's so much better than Aqua Flash. Ah! I gotta shut up. I gotta shut up about Aqua Flash. If you want to keep it on your Twitch forever, you can set the whole stream as a highlight. That is hacks. That's funny. I like that. Good idea, though. Good advice. I'll remember that. That's really funny. Set the whole stream as a highlight. I can assure you that everything in this stream is important. Big brain strats. Indeed. Your brain is extra wrinkly. Okay, I think I got all this side. Right? I mean, I just have to get the opposite side of these cubes. One thing I like about Terraria and Minecraft swords is they are very easy to model because they're made out of cubes and stuff. And I replace the pixels that make up the blade with a basic sword shape, and it's done. You just gotta weld a bunch of cubes together, basically. Bam, Minecraft sword. I added a few triangles. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep painting like this. Get the top of this. A lot of surface area on this sword. Now you just need to make the whole Minecraft set. Yeah, I probably do, don't I? Pickaxe, axe, shovel, hoe. Or, you know, one of each sword. Or one of each sword and one of each pickaxe and one of each shovel and one of each axe and one of each hoe. I could do that. or at least the axe. I think I would probably go pickaxe and then axe, just because the pickaxe is more popular and more likely to be bought. And the cool thing about the pickaxe that I might be able to do is I might be able to just use a very wide wooden rod as the entire handle and then just throw the 3D printed pickaxe head on top of it. That's what I was thinking. I've already thought of the pickaxe. I've thought of how I would do it. And I feel like using a wooden rod as the handle so that it's not actually in the project, it's a part of the project. And the only 3D printed part of it is the pickaxe head. It would save on filament and money, and it would be pretty stable, I think. And maybe the pickaxe. It'll never end. I mean, if it never ends, then that means I get money forever. One thing I was thinking of was the trident, because that's a weapon. You will buy? Good. I'll make one copy of each just for you. So this sword is going to be hanging up in my workshop. I plan to hang it up on a wall until someone buys it. And then when someone does buy it, I will print another one and I'll hang it up in the same place on my wall. Minecraft sword is just such a good decoration piece. Trident Boy is pretty big, but do it. I agree. It is very long because it's as tall as Steve. It might even be taller. I haven't done the pixel math on the Trident. However, it's about as tall as Steve. And we know that Steve is around 6 feet 6 inches tall. So if I wanted to make it to scale, it would have to be very long. However, using a similar theory as the pickaxe, I could probably use a really long wood or metal rod as the part that you hold on to, and then just 3D print the head of the trident and stick it on top and call it done. Okay, MatPat out here with the pixel measurements. That's how I made this sword. I used approximate pixel measurements. I wanted to make a sword to scale. I didn't want to make this sword like, you know those foam swords that Minecraft sells? They're like 1.5 feet long. And like they're great for kids. But like I didn't want to make mine like that. I wanted my sword to be scale so that you felt like a powerful man. A powerful man with like 9-inch arms like Steve has. Yes, I did the math. Just kidding. Don't fact check me on that. I'm just taking a wild guess that his arms are about 9 inches wide. Ye the trashy ones. Listen, my math is bad. All right. But, okay, I got pretty close. I think this is very close to actual size, what the sword is. I'm sure you already know the story about the pixel measurement fiasco. Just like how when Minecraft Steve holds something in his hand, the pixels are actually a different size than they are compared to block pixel measurements. So, so a block in Minecraft is 16 by 16 pixels. And we know that one block is like a meter wide and a meter long and a meter tall. Each face of the block is 16 pixels by 16 pixels. And each sprite in Minecraft, including the swords, is built on a 16 by 16 grid. So you would think that it would line up so that the pixels would match, but they don't. um, it turns out when Steve holds something in his hand, all of the pixels are smaller than they are when they're in the overworld. Because when Steve holds his sword out, it's not 54 inches long. That's how big the sword would be if the sword was accurate to the block pixel measurements. Just so you know, it would be 54 inches long. This sword is 36 inches long. Okay, I'm going to flip this around just so I can see what I'm painting. Got a couple more block faces here. And then the crossguard will be done. Okay. That's rough. Yeah. It's rough in many ways, actually. It's a rough estimation of pixels that it took. And it's rough that I had to do all this math. I'm like the least qualified person to be doing math. Okay. And they're really challenging me with camera angles and painting this thing. That's okay. I do not mind that much. I am probably going to have to go back in with a smaller brush at one point. I'm actually going to hold the sword here. One more block face, or pixel face, I guess I should be calling it, because this is one pixel. Okay. So real quickly, before I move on to the pommel, I'm just going to take a look off camera. I'm sorry, this is the only way I can do this. I'm just going to take a look at the opposite side, see if there's any paint gloops that drooped over the side, and if there are, I'm going to smooth them out before they dry and ruin everything. I think there are basically none. Okay, so, oh, wait. How am I going to do this? Probably like this. Okay. So now I just got to do the pommel. I'm going to pour myself a tiny bit more paint. Like that. Okay. Just the pommel left for this Martha Stewart Aqua Flash. I mean, it's not Aqua Flash. It's not. God. I said Aqua Flash. Dang. I gotta stop doing that. No, this is Pearl. What's really strange about the Martha Stewart paints is that every pearlescent paint in their line is named Pearl. Like, none of them have names. So I've given this one the name Cyan Pearl. And I gave the one that I used on Meow Mirror Pink Pearl. But they don't have names. They are Pearl. That is all. It's really strange. Like, you'd think they'd market that better or just figure it out. You know, give it a name so I have something specific to search on Amazon when I restock my paints. Okay. That's the top. Gonna get the inside here. Another interesting thing about this Minecraft sword, right, is like once I get to the handle, no matter what sword I'm making, like if I'm making a gold sword or a netherite sword or diamond sword, it doesn't matter. The handle will always be the same every time. And that's because you use the same stick to make all the swords, so I have to paint it the same. Now, obviously, this is the first Minecraft sword that I've made, but in the future, when I feel like I inevitably make another Minecraft sword, it'll be pretty much the same, uh, like painting wise, because it'll just be different colors in substitute of the diamond colors, but the wooden handle will just be the same. Okay, I'm gonna flip this around so I can paint it. Oh, actually, I missed a spot on the blade here. I'm just realizing this now. Just gonna put some paint on that real quick. What the heck? How did I miss that? Okay. I am imperfect. I missed a detail. Just two more pixel faces here. There's this block face, and then there's one more. And yeah, so the outer rim, like the outer 8 pixels here, they are all going to be very dark. And then this block in the middle here, this is the 1 pixel, he is going to be lighter than the rest. Because, you know, that's how Minecraft paints their swords. Just a little bit more. Okay. So, once again, I'm just going to flip the sword over off camera real quick to make sure there's no gloops. And it doesn't look like there's any, so I'm going to set the sword back down. Okay, now we have the handle. Let me just clean up a little bit here. Clean my brush. I'll clean it better later. Oh, wow. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. Here, wait, look. I don't know if this is going to be visible on camera, but like, do you see my water that I used to like clean the brush in? And how it's super glittery and mystical, like it looks like a magic potion or something. I've never seen this with any of my metallic paints. I just used this paint too, but I guess that sparkle stuff must have been drowned out by the bronze color I was using. Yo, yeah, indeed. I've never seen that. That's pretty cool. Okay, moving on to the handle. So you won't be able to see me do the wood detailing on stream, but you will see me just be able to do the base coat of brown, which I'm using a Deco Art milk chocolate. It's called. It's a very like when you think of brown, the this paint is like the perfect color for that type of brown. And it covers really well. And it's a little bit lighter than some other standard brown paints. So you can add that darker layer of weathering or wood texture detail to it. And it's got almost like a satin finish, but not quite. So yeah, you can see that it's actually a pretty bright brown once you paint it onto a white surface. But after a couple of layers, it'll be a little bit darker than this. And then on top of that is when I take my burnt umber paint and I water it down and I do a wash to get the wood details on it. If you don't know what a wash is, it's basically you just take a paintbrush, you put a glob of whatever color on it, and then you rinse it in water very briefly, and then just spread the watery soup paint all over a project. And then you like dry off the parts that you don't want to be as dark. That's cool. Thank you. I don't know what you're saying. It's cool too, but that's chill. So yeah, like it kind of, if you look at like the entire sword's color composition right now, it looks like just a really bright version of the Minecraft sword. That will change in future coats of paint. It'll look more and more like the Minecraft sword does in game with every coat of paint. Because it'll just get a little bit darker every time for the diamond to the wash. Yes. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you think that's cool. I know painting techniques. Even though in my most recent YouTube video, I basically said I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to dry brushing. And I don't. But it worked. So who's laughing now? I know how to dry brush, lol. I have dry brushed. Ah! You see that? I got this little drop of brown paint on the diamond, but that's fine. It is honestly fine. I just want to get most of it off. As long as it's not like absolutely solid there, it's fine because I have to put 2 more coats of this diamond on, and yeah, that'll get covered up later. Well, I think I'm almost done with this stream. Yeah. I think this will be as far as I go in this stream today. Just because the rest of it is either detail work or it needs more coats of paint, which, you know, takes an hour. I'm not going to make you guys sit for an hour. Oh, hello, Wissy. You're a little bit late. Well, anyways, welcome to the stream. I'm just about to end it. Just drying off my brush. I mean, I'm not drying it, I'm rinsing it off. So anyways, diamond sword. Ooh. Got the blade. Don't want to knock anything over. Got the cross guard. Got the pommel. It'll look better. It'll look a little bit better later. And by a little, I mean a lot, because this is just the first coat. So, Tune in for the YouTube video whenever it comes out. I don't know, probably within the next few days. Tune in for the next stream too. I already have 2 projects lined up. I'm not going to say what they are, but I think they're pretty cool. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Bye. Bye.